Team. And here we go. Enough speculation, enough if, buts, and maybes. We've got two teams teetering on the edge of eruption. Both have made roster changes during this tournament. One has already announced their replacement, the other yet to reveal. GamerLegion versus Liquid. A win here will be monumental for either squad.
Yeah, this is elimination. Well, not quite yet elimination Counter-Strike, but backs against the wall. Always brings some nice plays with it, as we do have a couple of great shots at the start here. Kersey, the man on the leave, does get a great headshot to continue the advantage. Don't really think Liquid are going to have to group up. There's a good chunk of util, but those flashbangs need to be spot on perfect.
Kersey fighting for that contract that he's already lost? I don't know. Anyways, he's playing double up with Rez. Rez is very low HP, but then there will also be support from ZTR and Kersey. Okay, starting to get into the swing of things. Some nice shots being hit. And Liquid on this pistol round. Basically, start to finish. Didn't go in their favor. And Rez,
oh, God.
Insult to injury. Frozen, a knife kill. Right pieces for the puzzle, and especially with Ultimate, like he had that one flare. You know, he was a massive gimmick, and it's all kind of fallen down. But GamerLegion, fast play on the first gun round.
This time, finally a bit of a punch back from Liquid. Kersey looking to protect his teammate. Rez kind of on an island here. As soon as Kersey falls off that angle, he's going to be gone. But Rez, in the meantime, finds the IGL of Liquid. Tausel moved up further. Won't be a surprise to Naf. But in a 2 versus 3, it's already Liquid handing over all of the map control. And ZTR might find the bomb very soon here.
Issue is, they might find ZTR in return, but no. He connects his shots, and now Nafla on 18 HP is all that stands between GamerLegion and a flawless start. Very nicely played from them. Good. On specifically Dust against FISSURE yesterday, and they also actually had a very strong start on their CT side. But on the attack, it's Ultimate being sent out into the fray, and Kersey, no AWP needed. Smites 2 down with fantastic support from his teammate, and even go on to a third. Finally, that support gets into the action with a kill of its own, and now Nerds, once a top 5 rifler in the world, I think some people would have called him, but in recent time, he's been seriously struggling, and a 1 versus 4, I think for him, even on tip-top shape, is a bit out of his reach.
Yeah, the bomb also so far back. GamerLegion in no rush to come and support PR. They're in the pit. Gladly take the long-range fights with the M4A1s. Well, now switch to the AK. Nerds won't even find the first.
Get all the exclusives on the socials. Do not want to miss those behind the scene content. Sorry, exclamation for F. But regardless, it's another aggression, and GamerLegion are just simply reading Liquid like a book right now. These rounds, not only have they got the right amount of players in the right position, but they know what's happening. Anti-long pop, anti-B pop. They are doing everything perfectly. And this is what happens when you play a team with nothing to lose. It's the most dangerous creation to society. Been a little bit one-sided. Yeah, it's been a bit too one-sided. Okay, Kersey does back out, and Rez sizzles quite a bit in that Molotov. He does have PR with him. Will not expect 2 players to be behind this smoke, and GamerLegion, they're actually just going to back away. Need to be careful they don't get caught off guard around these angles. Rez, ZTR with a flashbang, he's just going to send them in. He is sending them in to fight. No one's playing anti-flash right now. Everyone gets blinded, but Ultimate's able to trade for 1. Rez on low HP gets additional support from his IGL, and GamerLegion come away with a man advantage.
Forcing himself into the commitment. Shue, maybe a bit too hungry for his first kill of the game. But he commits. That fight, had it just ended with that initial trade, it wouldn't have been all that bad, but now Shuey's giving himself up. Man advantage to work with. Kersey will be blindsided. Nav flying below his scope. Just ahead of the smokes again. Feeling so good here on the side of GamerLegion. They're just willing to take all of these fights. Not much to respond with. Navfly. Oh, gets a dink in return. It's the wallbang though, so maybe some false info that Nav is low. But Nav is all alone. Some jump shots.
Placement minutes before their series starts. I don't know what Ash has done, but I feel like some props has to be given to him, or maybe ZTR for creating this environment. It's actually quite impressive work. And then you look over the Liquid camp, and it's the vast opposite. And they can't even... Whoa, that's something from Nuts.
Full 90. As PR won't be able to continue these early round advantages. Does get dropped. Shuhei finally on the board. But Kersey just drops him on the shoulder peak. And all of a sudden, that was the most upfront player. Nav on a as of yet ineffective lurk is going to join back up with ultimate. But in 2v2, biggest chance Liquid have had. For sure. Is there a smoke to cross? I think there was one lying on the floor there.
Well, it doesn't seem like they've got
that was a flashbang.
Yeah. Oh, there's a smoke. Ultimate just picked up a smoke, but he could do very well at just contacting their way in. But no, they're going to decide the safe option. Molo's being thrown in the exact same position. Bit of a comms issue, and Towson now has the information to rotate in. He's come through towards CT. Kersey's going to support him with a flashbang. Is he just going to walk through the smoke? Naf's not looking for it. They just passed like ships in the night, and Towson eliminates ultimate on sight, but Naf does trade. Now Kersey, he's just been announced that he's leaving GamerLegion in a 1v1, and it's so easy, so clinical. Maybe they should rethink their decision. Semblance of that excellence we once knew and loved.
It's been a bit of a steep decline, indeed. And again, an attempt at close short, but already lots of util expended and not a lot of ground gained. PR, is he really going to go through this into short? He's passed them all. Blindsided by ultimate. It's just swarming ZTR top middle.
Oh, they're flanking ZTR's top mid. He's just flanking behind. Doesn't even matter. Everyone's died. And then the bomb's gone up short. Naf flies underpass. Like, this is just so messy in so many ways. Like, ultimate might get onto the site, but then Naf's just going to be shot in the back of the head right now. So, the pole is now left alone in a 1v3. They'll let him get the bomb down, but that just means they're playing together, you know?
He's gonna need the ace, and it just doesn't feel like that type of game for Team Liquid. And not even a single bullet connecting the double swing is there. Double digits for GamerLegion, whilst the scoreboard looks a bit more like a desert for Liquid.
0 to GamerLegion. It's another aggressive play for that CT side. They just don't care. They are fighting tooth and nail.
Double nade. Well, the steps have definitely been heard in shorts, and it's come at the cost of about 80 points of health. For the first time ever, it seems like Team Liquid are going to pick the correct bomb site. Let's see if Towson can hold on his own. That's the first. Still just not getting swarm. Patience from ultimate pays off, and if this 3v4 retake happens, they're gonna go for this, no doubt.
Oh, of course. You've got more than enough money for the final round and a half. What's the util looking like? A smoke and a Molo on PR. Kits all around. There's a smoke that's pretty fresh at doors, though. Even, like, I don't think it's even possible to go for it. That's the issue because of this smoke. What GamerLegion could try and do is just kill players so there's little money in the next round for Liquid. And yeah, they're going for this retake. There's only a couple seconds left. So let's just see how many players we can kill. Let's see how many people can go down with the ship. Bomb going off. You thought it couldn't get any worse for Liquid. Well, I've got news for you. They get 1 round, and they do have at least a full purchase, but no AWP on Ultimate. Early damage has been inflicted to Towson over towards the B bomb site. And it looks like Liquid want to be heading over towards A. ZTR puts a stop to that long play. Don't know how that nade did no damage, but he's still alive, and somehow he's been able to get around the corner and get another kill. This allows then PR to also rotate in for one for his own, but while that's all happening, Nert has been able to crack open the A bomb site from short, so it's actually a 2 versus 2, but 28 HP combined, these two Liquid players.
Chris is just waiting on the bomb to go down. Oh. Yeah, this is already set up.
Well, that's dead.
For success. Yep, there you go. Well, bomb at least delivered right in front of the feet of Nerds. But he's just getting swarmed. There's another Molotov. That's going to be thrown out now, I assume. There you go. Forced out into the fight. And the dig from Kersey. 11-1 at the half.
He's 15-4.
He's up there together with Rez. By far the highest amount of kills divided over the team, but it's just been all GamerLegion throughout this first half. And if you lose the pistol as your Team Liquid, this is pretty much done already. Twist is gonna get a fistful. Straight to the jaw, entering in. Rez knows no stops. Gets the headshot. Towson falling for it. Let's remain realistic with the 3v3 as the bomb's gonna go down.
Yeah, PR plays a little bit too early towards long. But Rez cruising for a bruising. They're fighting him. He's searching for a third headshot, but they're going to start scaling up ramp and even through his teammate. He's still able to find headshots. Guys, let's not go for the knife kill. Thank the Lord Nerds ran out of bullets, and Kersey, you cheeky bugger. So we've been going full circle.
Like it rhymes. Just all in all, right, even in the pistol round, it just looks so much more structured from GamerLegion. You see all the internal timings. Everyone's making the moves how they're supposed to, and that's just night and day. That's what we've seen on the first half.
Is there any salvation for Liquid?
Can
they at least make it, like, you know, look respectable at a minimum? Or is that too much to ask?
Well, there's no real gamble made here, so they're still trusting their sort of full gun round strats. 2 players, Shue and Naf, stuck on B. You do have the hardest hitters thus far for Liquid, or some of the hardest hitters.
No one's
on
hitting
that
hard.
A-bomb site.
No
one's hitting hard.
There's
hardest
no
is relative. Hardest is relative. CTR is just gonna... Oh, the timing is brilliant.
What are we doing?
No one's holding long. This is over. 13-1. Not... A bit more passive, waiting for potential middle push or anything of the sorts. But it's all going to be quite basic from Liquid thus far. They do have 3 members at the correct spot. Let's see if GamerLegion will respect that smoke. I have a feeling they're just going to barge right through.
Shui's going to probably place a smoke, and very well timed. GamerLegion throw out their util. There's a nade for that smoke, and there's also a Molotov to come towards triple. No one's there. Shui tries to jump through the CT smoke to his death, but Twist and Nerds combine for 3. Nerds will be alive for a shorter period of time. Bomb isn't going down, though. GamerLegion are going back to A.
Nerds getting caught reloading, and that leaves ZTR and Kersey another spot, and they're going front to back. in towards the A bomb site. That will give him more than enough space, and it will also split the Liquid players apart. Nafly, he's already rotating, but he's not going to pick a fight before his teammate is there, or is he? Doesn't consider moving in too deep just yet.
GamerLegion sold Liquid a dream. Ultimate's going to get here with 30 seconds left. ZTR dancing around the bomb site, waiting to set up Kersey, but he activates too late. ZTR dies too early. And even though there was a bit of a circus in the mid-round, the bomb will get planted, but that's all success GamerLegion will get, and Liquid already starting on a better foot.
V2 gets 1. Towson with one of 2 AKs. Looking to be first in towards Banana.
Nice Molotov put towards Yellow Wall because Nerds...
Oh.
Whoa! Nerds was looking to get flashed back in by Shui, and instead, Towson is going to tear off his head. He didn't get much action on Dust 2, but he's making up for it on Inferno. The IGL swings out. A very brazen attempt. He will get 1, but that should be the bomb secured on B. Nafly very cautious of PR over towards A. And there's this deadlock currently over towards that part of the map where Naf's still chilling on balcony. PR's gonna be shot in the back, and he should probably sitting there thinking, really? Come on, man.
Bit of a Blame F-esque play.
Nah, Blame Off's he's evolved. Blame Off's back
He has,
now.
he has.
Blame Daddy. F Daddy.
Blame FU. That's the vibe he's giving off in the server now. I'd hope we can see at least this CT side evolve a bit in terms of trying to read what GamerLegion are throwing at them. It's still pretty stationary defaults.
Issue with the last round for Liquid is they try to get active, but GamerLegion countered it with util and then just opened the B-bomb site. Like, Liquid didn't get a chance to play last round, and it's exactly what's happening. Nerds was set up to have a flash play, Shui was standing around ready to flash him, and then ZTR and Towson just open up. It's not that Liquid aren't getting active, it's more the fact that GamerLegion are catching them out before they can even get started.
Nerds was like fumbling the jumps a bit to get up into that close corner. They're just
Towson entries because he's got 2 first bullet headshots towards B in 2 rounds back to back. Not shabby at all. And yeah, Liquid, understandably, reinforced with ultimate. By large, because their other 2B defenders have dual Berettas and USP.
Oh no.
And oh, Rez. Okay, that's just despicable.
I mean, it's just a dry peek. It's like they're playing wingman. 2v2 on the A bomb side and just, might as well check. It's one of the rifles already dropped, and yeah, there's bodies here, but Towson once more entering in. Not the same success rate on the first bullets, but won't be too surprised if he gets some more entries here.
Okay, they've got 4 players now. Here they go. Not many flashbangs, they're just running in. And against these pistols, that's what they can do. Ultimate's been spotted with the A1S. He's getting some kills, getting some damage. He's got 3. Nafly still alive, rotating in. Ultimate goes for the swing. But unfortunately, Rez finally puts him to rest. The bomb should be planted in this 1 versus 2. PRs come from second mid. Confirm that Naf is retaking from CT and Coffins. They're a bit hesitant on the plant, but now the digits get tapped. Naf, he's been set up for success. And he finished what Ultimate started the spray. He holds it. Yeah, Ultimate's got the AWP out. And he's actually over towards long, but instead... that B duel between Towson and Nerds will come out on top, and he's going to get flashed back in. This is what Liquid were trying to do in the first gun round. This time, it's working for 2. No. Issue is, Shui's died as well. Shui tried support, and ZTR was just holding for him. So all of that effort for Nerds has been undermined as GamerLegion once more on B.
No other way to support. It's just simply a better shot hit. trying to get around that pillar. They at least are quite sure where it's planted. But as Nav connects, a single flash and nade and the lack of a kit is going to dictate what Liquid will be able to do in this retake. Smoke to block Nav, can isolate all these angles, and the crossfire is there.
You guys just got a Molo, worst comes to worst. There's a nade on PR, but pure brawn might be all they need. And there you go. 3, 2, 1, everyone swing. And ultimate, he's not getting away. Fully blind, just walking into the wall. GamerLegion, a 3 versus 5, and you can see what it means to them. Elation laser.
It's gonna be the util, not the full barrage. Wants to be more reactive with it. Still. This GamerLegion passive enough in the beginning to... They wouldn't have caught any flack from it. PR and Rez, once more, they're just slowly moving into the apartments. Wouldn't be surprised if there's another dry peek and another opening frag on this A site.
I'm just fixated on this B bomb site. And yeah, you see it. Okay, so this is the top yellow Molo. Every time GamerLegion throw this, it kind of signifies their presence, right? Shui's still holding that flashbang. And Ultimate and CT waiting for a swing. When do they start to move? I'm thinking around about now as Shui throws the retake util. But will they expect Kersey on top banana? And maybe because of no reaction from GamerLegion, no sound being made, Ultimate's gone, yeah, it's probably not B. Bomb's going B.
Empties his belt to support, but Shuhei has moved over already. A complete mind game. And Towson once more finds Nerds and just shuts him up. Shuhei staring at the position that he just so left, and a difficult retake now coming in, and, well, might I say impossible. But it's also... what you mentioned, it is absolutely beautiful from GamerLegion, but they can also act completely uninterrupted. I think that's why it makes it, why it looks so damn easy.
No pressure being applied to B in this round. So, Mr. Ultimate, chilling top banana, he just got all of that info. So as GamerLegion start to take brackets control, Ultimate can maintain those 4 defenders there and just say, there's no pressure here. Don't worry, just stay there, wait for the execute, and please just don't mess it up.
Smoke's gonna go a bit deeper than the position from Ultimate, actually. And
okay, this is nice, yeah. Look at the rotations.
Yep. Shui pulled away from the bomb site, but there's Nerds and Twist. The crossfire working out. GamerLegion tripping over themselves at the edge of the apps. Shui back in time to find his second of Inferno. And ZTR looking slightly disappointed. Still some smiles on there. I wonder what's going on there in the TeamSpeak. But even in a 1v4, still smiling. That says enough about how this GamerLegion has been playing. Or he can actually...
good. Yeah, any damage is good. Look, 6 seconds. He's not going to win the round.
No, as soon as I started my sentence, I looked at the timer and was like, ah.
But Liquid not looking to go down without a fight. The dance of utility favors Towson, but a good trade from Twist. Information that Twist is over towards B means there's only 2 players on A. But GamerLegion's still committing, and Twist also knows that, so he is tucked tail and instantly moved over. But now he comes back. Shui's dropped this smoke. GamerLegion, oh, they love to go through these smokes.
Some good intuition shown by Twist to at least stay close by here. That nade is sharp, and CTR just feels it. Gets the headshot onto Shui, and Twist has moved a bit too far out. That smoke's gonna block any info. PR is just gonna give him a fight over the top of it. And for the 3rd time, we'll see 3 rifles being saved on A. But... or, well, at least 1.5. And at least some good util. This is the first time I feel like some significant damage has been done to the side of GamerLegion. Kersey taking over the role of Towson as the entry, but same results from Kersey. 2 headshots. And Shue left standing. Kersey's still gonna go on. Oh, can he get a third? She was looking for it. Over the top. Will be stopped. And there's Towson. 3v2. Nafly. That just a bit of a tickle. Through the smoke.
Hypex is watching this game, sweating. He's like, wait, what's happening? He's not supposed to be good. What's happening?
I'm replacing what?
Sorry, that is like, on the lurks and holding up the behind. He has actually been very needed because they haven't utilized him necessarily as Liquid have been saving. They haven't been rotating. But this is a way different change of pace and change of direction. ZTR charging up long, goes 1 for 1, and then in the meantime, Kersey also gets a kill onto Nafly on short. Twist left by himself, isolated on A. The final line of defense, and he does not go down without a fight. He takes 2 to the grave. Moto Smoke missed. And Rez and Towson might have to rethink how they're going to play this.
They have one stuck in library, but Nerds is coming in from the flank. Towson seems to be aware of the possibility. Oh, that's so quick. Shue all by himself. The double swing, the 3-2-1 count. There's the nade. The bomb won't be opposed. Shue does have a smoke and a defuse. But actually, with them falling away a bit, get 1 kill, there might be something to play with here.
Dude, he's got kit smoke.
Yep.
Go for it. Ice in the veins. Proton stick, but he's searching for the fight, and that is when he'll walk right into the eagerly.
Watch us if this game continues in the trend that we have been following for the past half and a half. Shue does finally get an opening kill, but Towson just back to his ways. I really was expecting him to destroy ultimate there, but the AWP holding its own. I mean, that's saying something. I just don't expect Ultimate to win that fight versus Towson, which is crazy on his own. Oh, double nade. Oh, night.
Oh, poor Ultimate. And GamerLegion are going to flash through the smoke. Oh, not even flash. They're just going straight through. Shue holds his own. He comes down with a double. And now PR, in the final round and a half, gets the bomb down, has loads of time to work with, as Nafly and Twist are retaking from Banana. They go silent. PR, this is going to be so hard to anticipate.
And there's a lot of util to work with, right? Twist and Nafly, they can isolate 2 positions cleanly if they want to. That's the first molly going in deep towards Dark. Won't have to bother with that anymore. But PR still finds the headshot, and it's another Mouse NXT graduate lighting up the score sheet. 3 kills from PR. Standing in the Molotov to get those 2 headshots. With the way he has been playing, none of the GamerLegion players have even crossed double-digit kills heading into half number 2.
So it Dust 2 all over again. Ultimate had the most kills with 8 in 14 rounds played. What a disappointing event for Liquid. Really, the need to do well in this event was probably one of the highest. The expectations was one of the lowest. And they've lived up to those expectations. The requirement to do well has flatlined as they are speed running to the 0 and 2 bracket. Ultimate, though, that is a nice opener. ZTR, that nade's going to go too far. A little bit late on the trigger. Is he just baiting in perfectly, though, for Rez on the back of the bomb site? Only good for the 1 before overwhelmed. And now it's a retake for GamerLegion. 2 versus 4 looks nigh impossible unless someone just hits some ridiculous shots, which it looks like won't happen.
The overwhelming Glocks are able to deal with the long-range Dingo. PR will solidify this for sure. And yeah, just A wave of Glocks crashing down on the bomb site B beach.
This next round. The
You a fan of-
utility... What?
You a fan of the UMP?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was goated back in like 2017, 2018.
Hell yeah.
So we're not there anymore, but the MP9's nerf, like you can kind of notice it when it's long range. So it does put a SMG like the UMP more into the conversation, but by and large, that nerf, very small N, right? Like not really a nerf. And GamerLegion, let's see if they can exhibit. Towson's got a kill, but it was with the MP, was it with the MP5, the 5.7. He has picked up the UMP from Rez's dead body. And GamerLegion are actually just re-swinging back into middle, and the timing's actually magnificent. PR gets another, and now GamerLegion have the man advantage times 2. ZTR catches off Nerds and Top Banana. It's just all going so wrong.
2 dry swings. Well, there wasn't even any util bot, so it was more a have-to situation, but with ultimate down to 14 HP, any bullet will be able to take him down. Shuei not much more healthy. And this setup feels difficult to deal with anyhow. You got jump spotting ZTR. Still has a flash for the delay. And it's 15 seconds left. ZTR will have the time on his hand. Looking like a watch. Easy double. Calling it. Ooh, actually.
PR can deny.
Yeah. Was a bit too early with my easy double call. It's PR that will pick up the remaining scraps.
Let's do or die for Team Liquid. And okay, PR's just swinging second mid. You can see he is full of vigor and full of confidence, but Nerds will wallbang him as the youngster overextends slightly. So 4 versus 4, and the rifle is collectible.
Should be able to overwhelm one of these angles. They're gonna lock off Kersey. Still just a 1v1 between Twist and Rez, and that smoke is gonna pull Twist's pants down.
That's
well,
unlucky.
actually, just a bit of the edge of the smoke covering Twist, and then as soon as Kersey steps back out, he's gonna go down. Sharp from Rez. Oh, makes the Galil look like an AK. 3v2.
And Rez is taking all the attention. This just perfectly baits in ZTR. So yeah, Nerds gets the kill, but he's still on the lookout for the third player. Never mind, ZTR hits the instant double dink. Shuey with the bomb will have the opportunity to play this 1 versus 1, taps in those digits, and has a lot of time to reposition himself.
Towson going in blind. Shuei's gonna tuck in, not gonna face. Is waiting for Towson to waste his time searching for info. He's getting slightly curious. There might be a very unfortunate timing soon, as there it is. First fight, no one connects. Shuei tries to fight it, turning away from the flash, and some vintage Shuei to win a 1v2.
Nade just, like, it gets caught in something. Like, that should be 40 damage off Rez.
Yeah, I think it was like a small windowsill that's in there, and just kind of clips the edge wrongly. Yeah, Rez would have likely been dead at this point, with that second nade now coming into his ankles. Brackets control here for GamerLegion as Liquid start to attack.
Miss Molo, that gives an opportunity for Kersey to take further contact, but as he goes and swings, Liquid slow down the pace so much that as Kersey's attempting to bait in for Rez, they still just isolate him. So nice shots being hit by Twist, nice clear from Shuey, and GamerLegion mimicking their adversaries as they chill on that B-bomb site, save 2 5.7s and MP9 with armor, and just make the next round, which would ordinarily be an eco, 4 strong towards the B-bomb site for GamerLegion. Liquid also patiently waiting on the other side of the smoke. Oh, spam connects. Unfortunate for ZTR. That's one of the armored pistols gone. Nades go deep. close range. The MP9's good for 1, and that will be basically all she wrote. Rez on the A-bomb site, solo. It's a very nicely cleaned up anti-force eco, kind of like somewhere in between for Liquid. So they go to 6, and now it's a 5-round game. They're making it at least more contendable than Dust 2.
I spy with my little eye a little smile on the face of Shui out of that. Oh, I'm very fast. Look at this. Nearly getting lined up. Cursy's just sitting here. Cursy's just not moving until Ultimate's full blind bomb's been dropped. Triple brackets. Enough.
This is very difficult now for Nafly and Shui. They got onto the bomb site, but their teammates were not as lucky. Cursey will get caught off guard though, lackadaisically walking around apartment. ZTR is only just now rotating in, and Towson's very isolated over towards library, but they don't seem to know he's there. Util for Shui and Naf. A Molo in middle and a Molo in boiler should confirm that they can pick up the bomb, but once again they didn't know Towson was in library, so they're tunnel visioned on mid on getting this bomb back. And guess what? There's a player in library. An attempt of the 1 versus 3 all in.
Map point, match point for GamerLegion, and well, as you mentioned, major point.
We'll have to see exactly, but this kind of confirms things for GamerLegion. Nerds. An opening to no avail. Towson and Nerds. That fight over towards B has 9 out of 10 times gone one way. And in possibly the final round, there's no time for Nerds to try and resurrect. PR's just going to walk through this smoke, I'm sure. They're not looking at him. They're staring down at Long, but Liquid's trying to get some kills in play. Smoke fades and PR's still able to get one, and then they just activate off that. Ultimate, only player alive to keep Liquid in this, but no. GamerLegion dominate on both Dust 2 and Inferno.